What if I told you there's a 27-year-old who's not just rewriting political history, but also living a life that would make billionaires blink? Yep, you guessed right. We're talking about Karoline Leavitt, the youngest ever White House press secretary. Her lifestyle is quite literally the new blueprint of power, luxury, and influence. So let's take a sneak peek into it. Now let's start with her power wardrobe. Leavitt's style is all about mixing power and fashion. She wears bespoke suits from top designers like Alexander McQueen, Balmain, and Ralph & Russo, all perfectly tailored to command any room. Her heels come from brands like Christian Louboutin, Manolo Blahnik, and Aquazzura, with some even custom-made with her initials. Every time she steps out in public, she's making a statement, from her $20,000 Cartier watch and Tiffany diamond earrings, to her collection of Hermes Birkin bags, worth over $150,000. Leavitt has a full team of stylists who work closely with fashion houses, often getting special previews before outfits even hit the runway. Rumor has it, her closet is like a high-security vault with fingerprint locks and special lighting. For fancy events, she's been seen in rare Dior gowns and custom Vivienne Westwood dresses, topped off with Harry Winston jewelry which is worth more than most houses you're around. Even her sunglasses, Celine aviators with 18-karat gold frames, show off her quiet luxury. If you think her closet is impressive, just wait until you see her on the move. Leavitt doesn't just travel, she travels like a queen. We're talking private jets like Gulfstreams and Bombardiers, sometimes even a private Boeing. Each flight costs around $75,000 or more. On the ground, her rides are just as wild. Armored Escalades, bulletproof Maybachs and Bentleys built like fortresses, all with satellite gear and mobile command centers. She even has a custom Rolls-Royce with a ceiling that looks like a starry sky and seats stitched with her initials. Every vehicle is detailed weekly by a private team, and her luggage, only Louis Vuitton and Goyard. When she lands, it's not just an arrival, it's a full-on red carpet moment, with resort staff ready with her preference for Veuve Clicquot Le Grand Dame and orchid-scented towels. Her residence is just as grand. Sources say Leavitt owns a penthouse suite in Washington, D.C.'s ultra-exclusive Wardman Tower, where units cost up to $10 million. We're talking floor-to-ceiling windows with panoramic views of the Capitol, heated marble floors, a personal wine cellar stocked with vintages like Chateau Margaux and the Mandala Romane Conti, and a private elevator. The interior is a classic case of Art Deco meets tech futurism, with Loro Piana cashmere towels and a digital concierge system, which controls everything from climate to curtains. Her art collection alone, which features pieces by Basquiat, Banksy, and Tracey Emin, is worth millions. For fun, she enjoys a rooftop infinity pool on a private spa with a gold-tiled steam room and masseuses ready whenever she wants. But the pièce de résistance is a walk-in vault disguised as a library, safeguarding treasures like a 19th century Fabergé tiara and signed first editions of Machiavelli's The Prince. Worried about her safety? Well, let's just say you won't see Leavitt grabbing a coffee without backup. She's got 24/7 protection with bodyguards, armored cars, drones, and even scanners that check fingerprints or faces. Her house is basically a fortress with bulletproof windows, AI security, and panic rooms packed with supplies. Word is, she spends over $1.5 million a year on all this, with the team trained to spot danger and handle emergencies. Even her digital footprint is guarded by a cybersecurity team that scrubs her data from dark web auctions. Some say ex-NSA work non-stop to keep her info off shady websites. When it's time to relax, Karoline Leavitt hangs out with some of the biggest names in business, politics, and Hollywood. She spends her free time at embassy parties, rooftop events at the Hay Adams, and luxury getaways in the Hamptons. Her spa days happen at super private clubs that cost $150,000 a year, with crystal-covered cryotherapy rooms and personal nutritionists flown in from Europe. And when she wants to disappear, you'll find her on private islands in the Maldives, old villas in Tuscany, or a ski lodge in Gstaad with her own team of butlers, chefs, and trainers. Lately, she's been enjoying a $2 million yacht trip through the French Riviera, where she threw a masked party for tech billionaires and European royalty. And here's where you come in. If you're into the mix of power and luxury, hit that like button and subscribe, because we're not just talking about the lifestyle, We're showing you how today's influence really works one step at a time. Now, let's talk about her media empire. Leavitt may be a press secretary, but she's also a brand. With millions of followers across social platforms, she commands a digital army. She's got a team and setup that's a total machine. A studio ready to stream in crystal clear 8K, a PR team that gets her story out worldwide, and social media pros working non-stop to keep her in the spotlight. Her media game is sharp, mixing old-school press talks with viral clips, behind-the-scenes moments for Instagram, and photo shoots that look straight out of a magazine. Every week she huddles up with top branding and tech minds to keep her image strong, blending her political side with a touch of celebrity glam. She's even collaborated with Vogue on a documentary series chronicling her day in the life, filmed entirely in 4K by Oscar-winning cinematographers. Her office is a blend of comfort and power. Custom Italian leather chairs fill the room, and big screens flash breaking news from across the globe. There's a private screening room for closed-door talks, and a bar stocked with rare spirits like Poppy Van Winkle and Macallan 50. Her desk, carved from ancient oak with 24-karat gold details, tells a story of prestige and power. The walls are lined with historic newspaper covers and a Monet painting she bought at a discreet Sotheby's auction. And let's not forget the events. She's hosted everything from press galas at the Smithsonian to private dinners at the Kennedy Center with menus designed by top chefs. Every event she plans grabs headlines. The guest lists are usually a mix of big names in politics, culture, and business, all chosen to build powerful connections across the world. Even the flower arrangements, custom designed by Jeff Leatham, are flown in fresh from Holland. At her last birthday party, guests went home with monogrammed leather notebooks and mini bottles of Clive Christian perfume. In this world, even gifts tell a story. From one-of-a-kind jewelry gifted by Middle Eastern royals to custom sculptures from European dignitaries, every token of esteem is carefully chosen, recorded and displayed with museum-level care. Some of her pieces, like a diamond-encrusted Fabergé egg, are so rare they're kept in climate-controlled vaults with fingerprint access. Rumor has it she once received the rare first edition of the Federalist Papers bound in ostrich leather as a casual thank you from a foreign ambassador. Leavitt's influence goes beyond just luxury items. She sets trends, influencing everything from Capitol Hill to Capri. For example, when she wore a vintage Schiaparelli brooch to a press briefing, searches for the brand shot up by 800%. Her go-to skincare routine costs $10,000 a month, using products from Swiss clinic La Prairie, like caviar-infused serums and gold leaf masks. Even her morning coffee is special, brewed with Ethiopian Yirgacheffer beans in a $15,000 Dura machine and served in hand-painted Limoges porcelain. Karoline Leavitt isn't just making headlines, she's changing the game when it comes to political fame. With her mix of influence, wealth, and strategy, she's setting a new standard for what power looks like in the 21st century. And if you think we've seen the best of it, think again. This is just the opening act of a legacy in the making.